Have you ever pondered the nature of love? Have you ever found yourself lost in its labyrinth, asking what it truly means and why it holds such a powerful sway over our lives? If so, you're not alone. For centuries, philosophers, poets, and thinkers have grappled with these questions, each proposing their unique perspectives. One such in-depth exploration of love dates back to ancient Greece, a dialogue composed by the famed philosopher Plato. In his work, the Symposium, a collection of speeches by notable figures of the time, each provides their own interpretation of love. This dialogue, brimming with wisdom and insight, remains relevant even in our modern age. So today, we're not just delving into a piece of philosophical history. We're seeking to unravel the timeless mystery of love itself. We're looking to understand love's complexities, its beauty, and perhaps even its purpose. By revisiting Plato's Symposium, we'll attempt to gain a broader perspective on love, not just as an emotion, but as a philosophical concept, an integral part of the human experience. The goal? To equip ourselves with a better understanding that can potentially enhance our relationships and interactions with those around us. So sit back and prepare for a journey back in time, where ancient wisdom illuminates modern life. In this part of the dialogue, we'll dive into an overview of Plato's Symposium, setting the stage for our journey through the various speeches and ideas it presents. Plato's Symposium, also known as the drinking party, takes place in Athens around 416 BC in the house of the tragedian Agathon. The evening's entertainment was supposed to be a grand celebration after Agathon's first victory at the Dionysia, a large festival in honor of Dionysus, the god of wine, festivity, and pleasure. Rather than a decadent party, however, the evening takes a different turn. The attendees decide that instead of heavy drinking and entertainment, they would each deliver a speech in honor of Eros, the Greek god of love and desire. The participants include some of the most notable figures of the time, such as the comic playwright Aristophanes, the Dr. Eryximachus, the prominent Athenian Alcibiades, Socrates, and of course, Agathon himself. Each speech offers a unique perspective on love, unraveling its different aspects and manifestations. From physical attraction to the pursuit of wisdom, from worldly desires to the yearning for the divine, the speeches and symposium encompass the entire spectrum of love. As we journey through this remarkable dialogue, we will attempt to distill these ancient insights and understand how they might apply to our contemporary notions of love. So, let's explore these speeches and delve deeper into the philosophy of love as envisioned by Plato and his contemporaries. Now that we have set the scene for the symposium, let's delve into the heart of the dialogue, the speeches themselves. Each participant's speech in Plato's Symposium offers a unique perspective on love, giving us an array of philosophies to consider. Phaedrus starts the round of speeches, asserting that love is the oldest of all the gods and lacks a parent. He further emphasizes that love is a driving force behind some of the greatest deeds, including acts of bravery and self-sacrifice. Pausanias, following Phaedrus, differentiates between common and heavenly love. While common love is physical and transient, driven by desire, heavenly love transcends physicality, seeking intelligence and wisdom. Eryximachus, a physician, extends this view by relating love to his professional field of medicine. He states that love maintains the balance in the universe, creating harmony between elements and combating disease. Aristophanes, known for his comedic plays, takes a more mythological approach. He suggests that human beings were originally androgynous beings, which Zeus split into two. Ever since then, humans are in constant search for their other halves, reflecting the yearning nature of love. Agathon, the host of the evening, praises love in an eloquent speech. He declares love to be supremely beautiful, good, and responsible for all the world's virtues, beauty, and pleasures. Lastly, Socrates radically departs from the others. He presents love as neither fully divine nor human, but a demon, a spirit that mediates between the two realms. He portrays love as a constant striving towards beauty and wisdom, as a path towards the divine. Love, for Socrates, is not about possessing the object of love, but about perpetual desire and yearning. Each of these speeches gives us a unique viewpoint, reflecting the many dimensions of love, From bravery and sacrifice to yearning and desire, from harmony and balance to the pursuit of beauty and wisdom, love appears as a potent, transformative force that drives us, binds us, and elevates us. Stay with us as we further unpack these philosophies and delve into the practical implications of these ancient insights on love in the next part of our discussion. With the rich array of perspectives on love that Plato's Symposium offers us, how do we begin to interpret and apply these philosophies to our own lives? Let's delve deeper. Phaedrus's speech reminds us that love can inspire greatness and courageous acts. Love isn't just about personal happiness, but about how it can move us to sacrifice and be brave for the sake of others. It urges us to reflect on the selfless aspect of love, where we put the needs of our loved ones before our own. Pausanias introduces the concept of two types of love, common and heavenly. In our modern context, this can be seen as the distinction between infatuation and deeper spiritual love. It encourages us to strive for a love that goes beyond the physical, one that appreciates intellect and wisdom. Eryximachus's medical perspective can be interpreted as a call for harmony and balance in love. Whether it's in a romantic relationship, friendship, or with family, maintaining a healthy balance is crucial for the relationship to thrive. Aristophanes' myth of the androgynous beings resonates with our inherent desire for companionship and unity. It reminds us of the profound connection and intimacy that love brings, that sense of finding our missing half. Agathon's eloquent praises of love highlight its virtues and beauty, reminding us of the joy and pleasure it brings into our lives. It's a reminder to celebrate love, to cherish it as a source of happiness and beauty. Socrates, in contrast, presents love as a constant pursuit of wisdom and beauty. It teaches us that love is not about possession, but about the journey of becoming better, of constantly seeking the beautiful and the good, of perpetual desire and yearning. It encourages a growth-oriented approach to love. Love, as portrayed in Plato's Symposium, is multifaceted and complex. It challenges us, it transforms us, and it enriches our lives. It is not merely a feeling, but a driving force, a potent energy that compels us to act, to seek, to grow. In our final section, we will be exploring how to cultivate these various dimensions of love in our daily lives. How do we translate these ancient philosophies into our modern lives? Let's look at some practical applications for Plato's lessons on love. Reflect on how love inspires you to be a better person. Are you being brave and selfless for the ones you love? Are you striving to be worthy of their love? Love can be a powerful motivator to improve ourselves and act courageously. Understand the different dimensions of love. Recognize that love goes beyond physical attraction. Consider how you appreciate the intellectual and spiritual dimensions of your loved ones. Love is also about deep respect, shared values, and mutual growth. Strive for balance in love. Check if there's balance in your relationships. Are you giving as much as you're taking? Are you ensuring both emotional and physical well-being? Healthy relationships require reciprocity and equilibrium. Cherish the connection love brings. Acknowledge that the sense of connection in love is precious. Foster genuine connections and be open to the profound intimacy love can bring. Celebrate the virtues of love. Take time to appreciate and express the love in your life. Celebrate the joy and pleasure it brings, while also understanding its challenges and complexities. Love as a journey of growth. View love not as a destination, but as a journey of constantly seeking the beautiful and the good. Use love as a path for self-improvement and wisdom. The philosophy of love from Plato's Symposium holds valuable lessons for our contemporary lives. We need to remember that love isn't just a fleeting emotion or simple attraction. It's a profound force that can guide us towards selflessness, balance, deep connection, celebration of its virtues, and continuous growth. As we navigate through the complexities of modern relationships, these timeless philosophical insights can offer us a deeper understanding and appreciation of love. With this, we conclude our exploration of love as presented in Plato's Symposium. It's a journey that traverses the realms of myth, metaphor, and profound truths, ultimately reminding us of the richness of this universal human experience. Remember, the pursuit of love is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Embrace the wisdom, carry these lessons forward, and allow them to enrich your understanding and practice of love.